The city street awakens with the vibrant energy of Christmas, decorations adorning every corner. Delicate snowflakes dance from the sky, gently caressing the bustling city. Amidst the festive chaos, Dela hurries along the crowded sidewalk, her young face etched with worry, her breath mists in the frigid air, a visible testament to the winter's icy grip. The city's festive spirit contrasts sharply with Dela's inner turmoil as she navigates the bustling street with a troubled heart. Inside the modest apartment, sunlight barely illuminates the sparse furnishings, casting shadows that deepen Dela's worry. With a heavy heart, Dela tallies her meager savings, a mere 1.87, each coin echoing the stark reality of their financial hardship. Her face clouds with disappointment as the final count confirms their dire circumstances, each line etched deeper with worry. The humble apartment silently speaks volumes of Dela and Jim's struggle, each corner whispering tales of sacrifice and resilience in the face of poverty. In the confines of Dela and Jim's humble apartment, a storm of financial woes gathers ominously. Dela succumbs to despair, collapsing onto the couch as sobs rack her body. Each tear is a testament to her fragile desire to honor Jim with a gift worthy of his love. The weight of their financial constraints presses down on her, a palpable burden against her. In the hushed atmosphere of their apartment, Dela stands motionless by the window, her eyes drawn to the bleak scene unfolding below. The fading light casts elongated shadows, deepening the room's solemn mood as Dela reflects on her profound love for Jim. Dela's heart swells with a fierce determination to bring joy to Jim, her every thought consumed by his happiness. Her fingers gently trace the worn edges of a photograph hidden in her pocket, a silent vow to go to any lengths for him. In the dim light, Dela's resolve hardens, her silent promise echoing in the stillness of the room. Dela pauses before the mirror, her eyes searching her own reflection for answers. With a deliberate motion, Dela's hands reach up, poised to release her crowning glory. Her hair cascades down her back, a dark and shimmering waterfall. The cascade of brown hair transforms Dela, framing her face with a renewed sense of self. She gazes at her reflection, now framed by the flowing tresses. The simple act of letting her hair down becomes a profound moment of vulnerability and strength. A close-up reveals Dela's hair, her most prized possession, radiant and full of life. Dela's face shows a flicker of doubt. Hesitation dances across Dela's face, a brief storm of uncertainty. But result hardens here. Expression. Dela's face hardens with resolute determination. Her gaze sharpens as she steels herself for the decision ahead. Dela's hands dance with practiced skill, weaving her hair into an intricate braid. With resolute urgency, she snatches her worn coat. She pulls the coat around her shoulders. She quickly puts on a simple hat, her movements betraying a sense of purpose. A moment of poised determination as she readies herself. She bursts out the door. Dela strides purposefully down the bustling city street, her path ahead. Each step she takes resonates with resolve. The city blurs around her, yet her focus remains unwavering. Nothing will deter Dela from her mission. Her determination slices through the urban chaos. Dela pauses before a shop, her expression a mix of apprehension and determination. The sign reads, Madame Sofroni, hair goods of all kinds. Her resolve hardens as she eyes the shop, a plan forming in her mind. Dela takes a deep breath, steeling herself before stepping inside Madame Sofroni's. The door stands ajar, inviting Dela into a world of hair goods and hidden possibilities. Dela bursts into Madame Sofroni's shop, breathless and hurried. Madame Sofroni watches Dela, her gaze sharp and calculating. Dela, still catching her breath, looks around the shop anxiously. Madame Sofroni maintains her fière expression, assessing Dela's every move. Dela composes herself, ready to state her urgent purpose. Madame Sofroni, with an air of detached interest, awaits Dela's explanation. The bell above the door announces Dela's arrival, cutting through the silence of Madame Sofroni's shop. Dela steps into a dimly lit space overflowing with wigs and hairpieces of every style imaginable. The air is thick, heavy with the cloying scent of hairspray and an undercurrent of chemical odors. Dela's voice cuts through the stillness. Will you buy my hair? The bell above the door announces a new arrival, its chime cutting through the silence of Madame Sofroni's shop. Inside, a kaleidoscope of wigs and hairpieces lines every shelf, their vibrant colors and styles creating a surreal landscape of artificial beauty. Madame Sofroni turns, her eyes sharp and assessing as she breaks the silence with a business proposition. I buy hair. Her gaze intensifies as she demands, take your hat off. Let me see. The air thickens with anticipation as the unset hangs heavy, waiting for a response. The shop waits, every wig a silent observer to the unfolding transaction. Dela enters Madame Sofroni's shop, her face a mask of nervous anticipation. She pauses, takes a deep breath, steeling herself for what she must do. With trembling hands, Dela removes her hat, revealing her crowning glory. Her luxuriant brown hair cascades down, a silken waterfall framing her face. A moment of profound decision hangs in the air as Dela prepares to make a sacrifice. She steps forward, ready to offer her most prized possession for the sake of love. Madame Sofroni delicately lifts Dela's radiant hair, a cascade of strands flowing through her aged fingers. Her expression is one of professional assessment, a lifetime of experience etched into her gaze. With a practiced eye, she evaluates the worth of Dela's most prized possession. The silence hangs heavy, broken only by the soft rustle of hair and the unspoken tension between them. Finally, Madame Sofroni declares, $20. Dela's eyes sparkle with excitement. She nods eagerly. Her hand reaches out, trembling with anticipation. She urges, her voice barely a whisper, give it to me, quick. The shop's dim light catches the eagerness in her eyes. Her breath catches in her throat as she awaits the treasure. A moment of pure, unadulterated anticipation hangs in the air. Dela steps out from the shop, a sense of lightness filling her. She clutches the $20 tightly in her hand. The bustling city street surrounds her, yet she seems lost in thought. A small, almost imperceptible smile touches Dela's lips as she considers her next move. With newfound resolve, Dela steps forward, ready to face the day and make her dream a reality. Dela begins her determined search, her figure animated against the backdrop of the bustling city street. She darts into a small shop, the promise of a perfect gift spurring her onward. Time slips away as Dela emerges from another store, her pace quickening, her eyes still searching. With renewed resolve, Dela continues her quest, her determination unwavering amidst the city's hustle. Dela enters the jewelry shop, her gaze sweeping over the array of glittering treasures. Her eyes lock onto a platinum fob chain, its simple design radiating elegance, perfect for Jim's watch, she muses, envisioning the gift. The chain gleams softly under the shop's lights, promising a timeless bond. Dela steps into the jewelry shop, her heart pounding with a mix of hope and trepidation. With trembling hands, Dela presents her meager savings to the jeweler, a silent plea in her eyes. The jeweler meticulously counts out $21, each note a testament to Dela's sacrifice. Dela clutches the delicate chain, a triumphant glint sparking in her eyes as her dream nears reality. Gathering her remaining 87 cents, Dela's anticipation builds with each step. Dela rushes out of the shop, her heart soaring with joy as she hurries home to share her surprise. Dela stands before the mirror, its surface reflecting her resolve. With a determined jaw, she prepares to style her drastically shortened hair. She plugs in the curling iron, her movements precise and deliberate. Dela steels herself, determined to embrace her new look. In the intimate setting of her apartment, Dela meticulously crafts each curl, weaving a tapestry of anticipation and uncertainty into her hair. Each tiny curl frames Dela's face, a delicate cage around her expressive eyes, hinting at the emotional storm brewing within. As she perfects each curl, Dela's gaze intensifies in the mirror, her eyes reflecting a deep-seated anxiety about Jim's reaction. Dela's reflection stares back, a silent confidant to her innermost fears and hopes, as she seeks reassurance in her own eyes. The mirror becomes a portal into Dela's soul, revealing the vulnerability and longing that lie beneath her carefully constructed image. In the quiet of her apartment, Dela's anxiety intensifies, each curl a question mark hanging in the air, awaiting Jim's judgment. Dela stands anxiously before the mirror, her hands clasped tightly, a storm brewing within her. Her gaze sweeps across the room, each object a fleeting reminder of her predicament. She nervously fidgets with the hem of her dress, her worried expression deepening. Doubt clouds her features as she mutters, "If Jim doesn't kill me before he takes a second look, maybe he'll just say I look like a Coney Island chorus girl." The reflection in the mirror stares back, a silent witness to her escalating anxiety. In the soft glow of the evening light, Dela's nervous energy fills the apartment as she prepares the table with meticulous care. Each piece of silverware gleams, precisely aligned, reflecting Dela's anxious anticipation. Her heart pounds in her chest as she smooths the tablecloth, each movement a silent plea for perfection. The soft light of the chandelier casts a warm glow over the meticulously set table, enhancing the mood of nervous expectation. Dela pauses, her breath catching in her throat as she steps back to survey her handiwork, the silence amplifying her anticipation. The perfectly set table becomes a stage for the unspoken emotions swirling within Dela, a tableau of hope and apprehension. Dela clutches Jim's gift, the colorful paper, a stark contrast to her white knuckles. Her grip tightens, her face etched with worry. She whispers a desperate prayer. Please, God, make him think I'm still pretty. Her eyes flutter open, filled with a mix of hope and fear. She looks at the gift again, as if seeking reassurance from its bright colors. In the silent hallway, Jim's footsteps begin their heavy ascent. Each step echoes loudly, breaking the stillness of the evening. The stairwell amplifies the sound, each thud distinct and clear. The silence returns, punctuated only by Jim's rhythmic climb. He continues his ascent, the apartment door drawing closer. The hallway remains undisturbed, save for Jim's determined approach. Jim enters the apartment, his figure gaunt, his expression serious. His eyes widen, a flicker of surprise crossing his face as he sees Dela. The apartment is quiet. Dela watches him from across the room. Jim pauses, absorbing the scene before him. A silent question hangs in the air between them. In the confines of Dela and Jim's apartment, Dela's eyes reflect a sudden surge of fear and urgency. She rises abruptly, her hands reaching out in a desperate attempt to close the growing distance between them, her voice trembling. Dela cries out, "Jim, darling, don't look at me like that." Tears welling, Dela confesses, "I had my hair cut off and sold because I wanted to give you a gift." Her voice laced with vulnerability, Dela reveals the depth of her sacrifice. Dela stands, her eyes reflecting a mix of hope and vulnerability as she faces Jim. Her voice trembles slightly as she reassures him. "It'll grow back." She seeks his understanding. "You don't mind, do you?" Dela urges him to embrace the holiday spirit. "Say Merry Christmas and see what I got you." Dela's eyes sparkle with nervous anticipation, hoping her sacrifice will be understood and appreciated. In a moment of vulnerability, Dela awaits Jim's reaction, her heart pounding with a mixture of hope and fear. Jim stops at the doorway. His eyes flicker with surprise as he looks at Dela. His shock turns to disbelief as he struggles to find words. Jim pauses, his voice barely a whisper. "You've cut your hair?" Dela stands silently, her posture revealing a mix of anticipation and vulnerability. The room fills with unspoken tension, the air thick with uncertainty. Jim's gaze softens, his expression shifting from shock to a tender concern. Dela stands before Jim, her eyes reflecting both excitement and vulnerability. She raises a hand, gesturing towards her newly shorn hair with a hopeful smile. Dela's voice trembles slightly as she asks, "Sold it, but I'm still me." Her eyes search Jim's for reassurance, a silent plea hanging in the air. "I'm me without my hair, right?" she questions, her voice barely a whisper. Jim's eyes dart around the apartment, a sense of disorientation clouding his features. He pauses, trying to focus, the room swimming slightly before him. A wave of confusion washes over him, leaving him momentarily lost in the familiar space. He steadies himself, trying to regain his bearings in the comforting surroundings of Dela and Jim's apartment. Jim's eyes dart around the apartment, searching for something that has vanished. A heavy silence fills the room as Jim's shock deepens. He whispers in disbelief, "It's gone?" Jim's frantic gaze sweeps across the room again, seeking any sign of the missing object. The reality sinks in, leaving Jim utterly speechless and stunned. In their humble apartment, Dela stands amidst the remnants of a sparse Christmas Eve dinner. Her eyes reflect a blend of anticipation and anxiety as she looks towards Jim. Dela announces her sacrifice. "Yes, gone and sold. Oh, Jim, it's Christmas Eve. I did it for you." Her words hang in the air, a testament to her love and devotion. The small apartment is filled with unspoken emotions as Dela reveals her Christmas Eve surprise. In Dela and Jim's cozy apartment, Dela stands bathed in the warm kitchen light, her hands clasped tightly before her, a silent testament to the tenderness and anxiety that fills the air. Dela's voice breaks the silence, a poignant declaration of boundless affection. "Maybe the hairs on my head were numbered, but no one could count my love for you." A moment of domesticity cuts through the emotional tension as Della asks, "Shall I put the chops on now?" The warm kitchen light casts long shadows, highlighting the mix of tenderness and anxiety hanging heavy in the air between Della and Jim. Della's hands remain clasped, a physical manifestation of the unspoken words that linger, a delicate balance of love and worry. In the heart of their apartment, Della's simple question, "Shall I put the chops on now?" echoes with profound emotional undertones. Jim is lost in thought, his eyes distant as he snaps out of a daze. He pulls Della close, seeking solace and connection in their embrace. Della is standing, allowing Jim to pull her close, her body relaxed in his embrace. They stand together, holding each other tightly in a silent moment of shared emotion. Della is standing, both arms wrapped tightly around Jim, holding him close to her. Jim arrives, a mysterious package hidden within his coat. He carefully sets the small package on the table. The package sits on the table, its contents unknown. The room is silent, the package, the only focus. The package remains still, a silent promise. The anticipation hangs heavy in the air. In Della and Jim's snug apartment, bathed in soft light, Jim fidgets, clutching a small package, his eyes filled with a mix of anxiety and affection. Della watches Jim, her face etched with anticipation, a flicker of concern dancing in her eyes as she anticipates his next move. Jim's voice wavers, filled with affection and a hint of nervousness as he reassures Della. "Don't mistake me, Del. Nothing, not a haircut, not anything, could make me love you less." Jim hesitates, his eyes pleading for understanding as he extends the package toward Della. He urges her to open the gift, promising clarity. "But open this. You'll understand why I looked like I did." The room holds its breath, awaiting Della's reaction as she reaches for the mysterious package, her expression a mixture of curiosity and trepidation. Della attacks the wrapping paper with unrestrained energy, her movements a whirlwind of anticipation. A sudden gasp escapes her lips as her eyes widen, momentarily shining with pure, unadulterated joy. The light in her eyes flickers, then dies, replaced by a torrent of tears that cascade down her face. Her face crumples as the weight of her emotions overwhelms her, turning joy into profound sorrow. Della's gaze settles upon the combs, glittering like captured stars. Tortoiseshell and jeweled, they echo dreams once held. Her breath catches, a silent lament for beauty now beyond reach. Della whispers, her voice filled with sorrow, "And now useless." In the dim light of the apartment, the combs sit, symbols of a sacrifice made. In the dim apartment, Della clutches the combs tightly to her chest, her knuckles gleaming white against the dark tortoiseshell. Her eyes are wide with a mix of joy and sorrow, reflecting the sacrifice she has made. With a hopeful tremor in her voice, Della exclaims, "My hair grows so fast, Jim." The combs remain pressed against her, a symbol of love and loss, as she anticipates Jim's reaction. Della, struck by a sudden memory, leaps up with renewed energy. Her face lights up as she recalls her gift. Della holds out the fob chain, a beacon of hope in her open palm. Her spirit radiates with joy and anticipation. Della's eyes light up with joyous excitement as she gestures around their snug apartment. The dim light creates a playful dance of shadows on the walls, enhancing the apartment's cozy feel. With barely contained anticipation, Della exclaims, "Isn't it perfect? I hunted all over town." Her excitement builds as she asks, "Give me your watch. Let me see how it looks with the chain." The anticipation is palpable as Della eagerly awaits Jim's watch, ready to complete the perfect picture. In Della and Jim's quiet apartment, Jim's smile fades as he sinks heavily onto the couch. The weight of unspoken words settles over him as he lowers himself onto the cushions. He sits, the silence amplifying the sadness in his eyes. The worn fabric of the couch seems to absorb his sorrow as he remains motionless. In the stillness of the room, his quiet despair fills the space. The apartment glows warmly, bathed in the soft light of Christmas, hinting at the quiet joy shared within. Della and Jim stand amidst the festive scene, a shared sense of contentment settling over them as they take in the sight of their thoughtful gifts. Jim speaks, his voice filled with gentle admiration, suggesting a pause to savor the moment. "Del, let's put our Christmas presents away for now." His suggestion continues, emphasizing the preciousness of their gifts. They're too nice to use just yet. Dela turns her gaze to Jim. A silent understanding passes between them. In the dimly lit apartment, tension hangs heavy as Jim stands, radiating nervous energy. He speaks, his voice laced with a mix of regret and hope. I sold the watch to buy your combs. He attempts a hopeful invitation, his voice tinged with vulnerability. Now let's eat. In the quiet apartment, Dela's eyes widen as comprehension dawns. A wave of understanding washes over Dela, her expression softening. Dela studies Jim, a newfound realization changing her gaze. Dela's eyes search Jim's, seeking confirmation of her understanding. Dela stands still, the weight of her newfound understanding settling over her. In their humble apartment, Dela and Jim embrace, seeking solace in each other's arms. Their faces bear the marks of recent hardship, yet their eyes shine with a love that transcends all possessions. In this moment of shared vulnerability, their bond deepens, fortified by a love that requires no adornment. Their unwavering love is a beacon of hope in the face of material loss. Dela and Jim settle in for dinner, their expressions mirroring a profound, unspoken connection. The dim light casts long shadows, accentuating the quiet intimacy between them. Each glance they share speaks volumes, hinting at a shared history and deep-seated affection. The air thickens with unspoken emotions, their dinner table a silent stage for their enduring bond. In the heart of their home, Dela and Jim share not just a meal, but a deep, unbreakable understanding. In the intimate space of Dela and Jim's apartment, their hands meet, a silent testament to a love that transcends material wealth. Their intertwined hands symbolize the depth of their connection, a bond that speaks volumes without words. A profound, unspoken understanding flows between Dela and Jim. Their love shines, illuminating their humble abode with a warmth that no riches could ever match. In their clasped hands lies the true treasure, a wealth of affection and devotion that defines Dela and Jim's enduring bond. Dela and Jim stand in their cozy apartment, their eyes meeting in a silent exchange of love and mutual understanding. A tender glance passes between Dela and Jim, their unspoken sacrifices weaving a deeper bond. Their connection strengthens with each shared glance, their sacrifices binding them in unity. In the warmth of their apartment, Dela and Jim find solace in their shared journey, their sacrifices unspoken but deeply felt. Their love deepens with every glance, their sacrifices creating a tapestry of shared experiences and unwavering devotion. Dela and Jim sit in quiet companionship, the worn table a silent witness to their humble meal. Each bite is savored, a testament to their gratitude for the simple joys. Their eyes meet, a silent conversation weaving through the air, richer than any spoken word. A language of love and shared dreams passes between them, a beacon in their humble apartment. Their bond remains strong, undeterred by empty pockets and modest surroundings. In their shared gaze, a world of unspoken promises and unwavering devotion unfolds. Inside Dela and Jim's cozy apartment, soft laughter dances in the air, painting a portrait of shared happiness and intimate connection. Dela and Jim exchange a knowing glance, their eyes sparkling with shared joy. Their eyes, windows to souls intertwined, reflect a silent testament to their enduring love. A quiet moment underscores the depth of their bond, a sanctuary built on years of understanding and mutual respect. In the gentle cadence of their laughter, echoes of countless shared memories and unspoken promises fill the space. Their silent understanding speaks volumes, a language of love that transcends words. Dela and Jim work in perfect harmony, beginning their chore of washing dishes. Their movements are a graceful dance, a wordless ballet of shared life. Jim dries the dishes, each motion smooth and synchronized with Dela's. In their practiced rhythm, the kitchen becomes a stage for their quiet intimacy. Dela and Jim sit side by side, gazing out at the softly falling snow. The falling snow casts a gentle glow, illuminating their shared warmth. Their apartment is a sanctuary of love, a haven from the winter's chill. In their embrace, the world outside fades away, leaving only the quiet comfort of their love. Inside Dela and Jim's apartment, love fills the air as they stand close. Their tender kiss speaks of shared dreams and quiet strength. In their embrace, a beacon of hope shines brightly. Their love is a testament to their resilience. In the quiet of their apartment, Dela and Jim move with a tender familiarity as they ready themselves for sleep. Jim sits on the edge of the bed, his posture relaxed, watching Dela with a soft gaze. Dela turns off the bedside lamp, casting the room in a gentle, dim light. They settle into the quiet stillness of the night, a sense of peace enveloping them. In the stillness of their apartment, Della and Jim find solace in each other's arms, their love, a refuge from the world. The soft glow of dawn bathes their intertwined figures, highlighting the quiet intimacy they share. Their embrace tightens, a silent promise of unwavering support and affection. In this tender moment, their love transcends words, speaking volumes through the simple act of holding each other close. As they lie together, lost in the quiet comfort of their embrace, the world outside fades away, leaving only their enduring connection. In the quiet stillness of their apartment, Della and Jim begin to succumb to sleep, their expressions softening with a gentle peace. As slumber deepens, their faces reflect a shared contentment, untouched by the day's worries. The room fades into soft shadows, enveloping Della and Jim in a tranquil embrace as they drift further into dreams. In the serene quiet of the night, their peaceful sleep weaves a silent testament to their bond. In the quiet of night, Della and Jim lie in peaceful slumber, their faces bathed in the soft glow of a solitary candle. The gentle flicker of candlelight dances across their peaceful expressions, illuminating the serene stillness of their bedroom. The single candle stands as a silent sentinel, casting long, dancing shadows that weave tales of warmth and intimacy around the sleeping couple. The room is filled with a sense of calm as Della and Jim rest, their dreams illuminated by the candle's gentle light. The candle's soft glow emphasizes the peace and quiet of the night, enveloping Della and Jim in a comforting embrace. In the quiet city street, snow falls softly, creating a peaceful slumber. The world is covered in a blanket of white, untouched by the city's hustle and bustle. Amidst the cold winter night, Della and Jim's small apartment glows warmly. Their apartment shines as a beacon of love and happiness. The warmth from their window offers a stark contrast to the cold outside. The soft glow promises a haven of joy and affection. In the soft morning light, Della and Jim stir from their peaceful slumber, a sense of renewal washing over them. As they awaken, the promise of a fresh start fills the air. Della stretches languidly, embracing the new day with a serene smile. Jim rises, ready to face the world with newfound energy and optimism. In the soft morning light, Della and Jim share a quiet breakfast, their love a tangible presence in the simple setting. Sunlight pours through the window, highlighting the serene start to their day. Jim looks at Della, his eyes reflecting a deep affection. Della returns Jim's gaze, a gentle smile gracing her lips. The dust motes dance in the air, a silent testament to their enduring bond. In the cozy confines of their apartment, Della and Jim embark on their morning routine. A silent dance of efficiency unfolds as they navigate the space. Their movements, synchronized, speak volumes, each action a testament to their shared life. Together, Della and Jim embrace the start of a new day. Della and Jim approach the doorway, their hands clasped tightly together. They halt, a silent exchange of understanding flickering between them. A shared breath, a mutual nod. They prepare to face the unknown, side by side. With a resolute step, they venture out, united against whatever awaits. Together, they step over the threshold, ready to confront the future. Della and Jim stroll down the bustling city street, their hands clasped tightly together. Their love radiates, a beacon of warmth against the city's cold indifference. Each step they take is a testament to their unwavering bond. The city fades into the background as their world centers on each other. They share a silent understanding, a language spoken only through touch and glance. Together, they face the world, their love, an unbreakable shield. Della and Jim walk side by side down the bustling city street, a silent pact hanging between them. The jewelry shop glitters mockingly, a cold, material testament to their heartfelt sacrifices. Della glances at the shop window, her expression a mix of longing and resignation. Jim's face is etched with a quiet determination, masking the depth of his own sacrifice. They continue their walk, the glittering shop a painful reminder of their shared devotion. The silence between them speaks volumes, filled with unspoken love and poignant sacrifice. Della and Jim walk side by side, their steps echoing softly on the busy city street. Their love illuminates the path ahead, casting a warm glow on the cold city. They pause for a moment, their eyes locking in a silent exchange of affection. With renewed purpose, Della and Jim continue their journey, hand in hand, Amidst the city's hustle, Dela and Jim find solace in each other's presence. A gentle breeze teases Dela's hair, framing a silent exchange of love. Their eyes meet, a depth of unspoken affection flowing between them. A subtle smile graces Dela's lips, mirroring Jim's gentle expression. Jim returns Dela's gaze with a similar soft smile, reflecting shared dreams. In the heart of the city, their unwavering support is palpable. Dela and Jim reach their destination, the bustling city stretching before them. A silent, knowing look passes between Dela and Jim, their eyes meeting. The city looms a canvas of daunting challenges and thrilling possibilities. Dela steps forward, her resolve solidifying with each stride into the urban expanse. Jim follows closely, matching Dela's pace, their shared journey forging ahead. Amidst the city's hustle, Dela and Jim pause, their silence speaking volumes as they take in the world's beauty. Jim stands beside her, his expression soft as he shares the quiet moment. The city fades into a muted backdrop as their connection deepens in shared admiration. A subtle shift in Dela's posture betrays a depth of emotion, unseen yet palpable. Jim's hand gently reaches out, a silent offering of solidarity and understanding. They stand, united by the simple act of witnessing the world's beauty together. Dela and Jim walk, their hands intertwined, lost in a world only they inhabit. Sunlight weaves through the city, casting a warm glow upon Dela and Jim's faces. Their smiles, soft and genuine, reveal a bond forged in silent understanding and shared dreams. The bustling city fades into background noise as Dela and Jim remain cocooned in their private universe. In their eyes, a quiet promise of enduring love and unwavering companionship shines brightly. Amid the city's clamorous symphony, Dela and Jim halt at a bustling crossroads, their destinies hanging in the balance. They turn to face each other, a silent conversation passing between them. In their eyes, a profound love intertwines with the daunting unknown that lies ahead. The next chapter of Dela and Jim's lives remains unwritten. Amidst the city's ceaseless motion, Dela and Jim find themselves at a pivotal crossroads, their expressions reflecting a profound unspoken understanding. Their eyes mirror the gravity of their choice, yet shine with an unbreakable bond of love. With hands clasped tightly, they make their decision, their love acting as a radiant guide. United, Dela and Jim step forward, their linked hands symbolizing their journey into an unknown future. As dusk descends, Dela and Jim stroll hand in hand, their silhouettes a testament to love against the fiery sunset. Each step is a dance of devotion, their figures mirroring the rhythmic pulse of the city's awakening lights. The urban landscape transforms into a canvas of twinkling lights, reflecting the timeless tale of their affection. In the heart of the city, their love story unfolds, etched against the backdrop of a world in constant motion. Their bond, a beacon amidst the urban sprawl, shines as brightly as the city lights, a timeless tale of love. The apartment breathes with the absent presence of Dela and Jim, their love echoing in the silent space. Dust motes dance in the dim light, revealing a pair of discarded combs resting on a dresser. Each comb whispers tales of Dela's sacrifice, a poignant reminder of her selfless act. On a small table, a tarnished watch chain lies coiled, like a forgotten promise. The chain serves as a stark testament to Jim's sacrifice, each link a symbol of his enduring love.